A girl, a maze, a mirror, a myth. Chapter 1. Once upon a time, in a world behind the eyes, there was a girl, a labyrinth, and a king who ruled with riddles and desire. But this isn't just a fairy tale. This is a map of the mind. What if the Goblin King wasn't just a villain, but a mirror? What if the labyrinth wasn't a place, but a puzzle of self? And what if every creature, every twist, every trap was you? Chapter 2. Sarah's Psyche Before. Sarah isn't just a girl in a drama. She's an archetype in flux. Caught in the borderlands between childhood fantasy and the gravity of awakening womanhood, she clings to stories like armor, reciting lines from books to make the world obey. She hates the baby, resents her stepmother, and romanticizes being misunderstood. This isn't selfishness. It's a psyche fragmented, adrift in projection, disowning responsibility, and every piece she casts away will return to meet her. Chapter 3. Summoning the Animus. The words weren't a game. She didn't just speak them, she meant them, and that's all it takes. One moment of emotional truth, one spoken desire. The psyche listens. Jareth doesn't invade, he answers. The owl is no longer a watcher. It becomes a gateway. She called, and something ancient, trickster, regal, responded. He doesn't steal Toby. He is Toby's price. This is the Animus arriving, not as lover, but as mirror, not as guide, but as test. Chapter 4. Jareth. He arrives crowned, not with love, but with control. Jareth is the dream of power turned sour, the masculine when it forgets its heart. He offers everything: freedom, adoration, escape from consequence. But the price is obedience. This is not the divine lover. This is the Animus in shadow, domineering, beautiful, tyrannical. He doesn't guide, he enthralls. He doesn't nurture, he manipulates. And yet his longing is real, tragic even. He wants Sarah, but only on terms that break her sovereignty. The test isn't whether she can defeat him. The test is whether she can see him. Chapter 5. Labyrinth as inner landscape. This is not a place. This is a projection. The labyrinth is Sarah's psyche, twisting, contradicting, reshaping itself with every choice she makes. Time bends. Logic breaks. Nothing stays where it's supposed to. That's not poor design. That's a perfect map of the unconscious. Every turn is a test. Every creature is a mirror. The helping hand becomes a trap. The enemy becomes a guide. Hoggle, her fear of betrayal. Ludo, her abandoned softness. Didymus, her performative righteousness. None of them are real, but all of them are her. Chapter 6. The Masquerade. The spell is seductive. The illusion, gorgeous. Jareth lures her into a masquerade of desire, a ballroom of masks, mirrors, and false enchantment. It's everything Sarah ever dreamed of: attention, beauty, romance. But it's not love. It's glamour. The Shadow Animus doesn't destroy with violence. He binds with fantasy. She's not dancing with a king. She's dancing with projection. And in the mirror, she begins to remember. Chapter 7. The destruction of the psychic contract. The spell is broken, not by violence, but by vision. Sarah doesn't fight Jareth. She sees through him, his promises, his power, his sorrowful seduction. All of it collapses in the face of her awakening. She doesn't need to defeat the Animus. She needs to withdraw the projection. You have no power over me. That sentence is a blade. It cuts the contract. It ends the masquerade. It births the sovereign self. This is the moment of gnosis, not escape, but realization. Chapter 8. The Return. She returns, but she is not who she was. The child who ran from the world is gone. What stands in her place is a sovereign, not hardened, but whole. She no longer needs the fantasy to protect her. It has become her mythology, alive, but integrated. The creatures who helped her, echoes of her psyche, return, not as illusions, but as allies. This is not about going back. This is about going forward, carrying the dreamer's wisdom, not escape. This is the homecoming of the initiated self. Chapter 9. The Conclusion. Jareth was never just a villain. He was a question. Are you ready to love yourself enough to leave me behind? And Sarah answered, not with fear, but with sovereignty. The Goblin King within, dethroned. We all walk our own labyrinth. We all summon tricksters dressed as kings, and we all, eventually, must choose. The fantasy that flatters or the truth that frees. The labyrinth doesn't vanish, but once you've walked it with your eyes open, it can no longer hold you. This video was a viewer request and an honor to explore. If it stirred something in you, drop a comment, share your reflections, or let us know what you'd like to see next.